Okay, hey folks, welcome to Tuesday, the 20th of September 2022. And we had the Queen's funeral yesterday. Rest in peace, Liz. And we are back to the markets today and seeing equities coming off good APAC high levels. Not too much going on. Really, these markets waiting for the FOMC coming on Wednesday. Statement 7 p.m. London time Wednesday, and then the press conference at 7:30 as per usual. We will be covering that here live in the Duggan Capital Discord and on YouTube, so do tune in for that. Just click the like and subscribe to get that. So moving over onto these markets, we can see here the DAX driving most of the bus this morning at negative about 7.7%. I think really we need to come down on S3 here to look for buyers. And coming into the FOMC, it really is going to be tricky conditions, really to wait for what is going to be set up for. Is it 75 basis points or a full percentage rate hike? So as you can see, SPOOs here, we're going to look at SPOOs, oil, Bitcoin, and euro dollar. Well, the euro. So looking at the SPOOs this morning, you can see we're in this compression area. We're looking at weekly bars here. Now, if we kind of scrunch this out a bit, we can see the COVID lows coming into the June lows. That's pretty much the low of the week here now so far. And we look to be wanting to come back up in this compression area. But as you can see this morning, just this high from the 16th of February 21 coming into play there, 39.33s. On the highs of day, pretty much for the SPOOs. So as we limp our way towards FOMC, I don't think I would like to be taking kind of long view equities positions, as I don't think many others would. But technically speaking, we're skewed, I think, to the upside now, it being a bit cheap down here. And so notwithstanding headline risk as per usual. So you're just seeing that play on off of the highs there on the SPOOs there, the 39.33s. So back down, this is a former gap area that we're just kind of holding above. So that gap there from the 15th into the 16th on trade there. So just we did close that gap on yesterday, and a late rally, as you can see, and now just putting in the lows of day at the top of that gap area. And we could easily here pull back on VWAP. So that's what I'm looking at on the SPOOs. On oil, really good article out from IHS Marketing and Research last night, just kind of summarizing all the problems that oil has at the moment. Another 10 million barrels coming out of the SPR, which was planned. But can we lift is the big question. There's a lot of things here that oil really has to price in. The Aramco boss on this morning, literally like an hour ago, saying that the market really does not take into the price right now all of the problems with the oil market. And once we come out of, say, the Asian lockdowns, we will quickly zap through any spare capacity that is existing, right? So that's fine, but does that mean we're long at market now? I think I like these levels. I think the lows on day here are pretty good so far. The APAC lows around 84.97s. I am in a long position here, looking for relief back to at least the invasion top back adjusted high of 89.66s and potentially beyond. But obviously, if we break down here, I'm happy to take the stop if we break down here, and then I am definitely going to be looking for shorts on any sort of pullbacks in and around these levels, around the 2008 low of 85.28 to really then drop down into the 60 handles there. So generally speaking, you can kind of just see this whole support area on a bit of Wyckoff accumulation, one might say, for further upside, right? Okay, that's oil. Again, I think with the dollar risk coming into Wednesday, there is a dollar shackle on oil. It's worth getting that spread up on your charts, and as we do have that here in the room, and something interesting to look at. Buns also here on the lows. Been shorting some buns from the breakdown 142.10s this morning, looking for much lower, but willing to sell a pullback here to then get that big move down. Gold also pressing on the lows on day. I think, we are set up for, further downside on gold here. We are below this bull flag. This is a big, big, big bull flag trend low. We are below. I think that thesis on the bull flag is now broken, given that we're spending so much time below there. So, further downside to come, I think, in gold, no matter what the FOMC actually come out with. I just don't see any attraction for the buyers there at the moment. I mean, well, apart from the fact that, listen, it's cheap, right? But it's useless as well. That's the other thing. So yeah, then Bitcoin. Look, I mean, broke this morning trend. Nice excursion to the downside, 18,485s, limping its way back to the break area, which is around 19,890s. And then if we look at Bitcoin here, we don't want to do that. We don't want to close that chart. We do want to get up the weekly view here. So yeah, look, we've departed the big areas of the 30,000, obviously, and then really weak on the 20,000 handle here. So I think it's more downside, to be honest. If this thing breaks 18,485s, it's going to be 16s, it's going to be 14s, and that's it, really. I just don't see anyone willing to participate for getting into scaling into longs here on Bitcoin at this time. A lot of those traders, I think, will be dumping these sort of long positions here today. Or, well, certainly no, say Wednesday on a stronger dollar, should we get it. And then finishing up on Euro Index with Dixie Index. So looking at the Euro Index here, you're looking at weekly bars. We actually go down to the daily bars here to just show you how much indecision and just lack of participation we have on the Euro Index here at the moment. Really poor. We're at 005s here on pretty much for support. If we go out to the monthly bars and kind of go all the way back to where the supports on these levels come in, it's actually just on just behind my head here, but you can see just above my head here on the video. We're pressing down on what was the low of the month of February 2002. All right, so that's your 005s level there. So going back to the daily. So I just don't think the euro is ready for anything until, definitely not until we get to the other side of FOMC, and probably until the next ECB event. So, not much trading, I think, to be done on the euro index at the moment. There's Bund, new lows on the day so far. So a little annoyed I'm not in there still, but that's fine. All right, so that's it. Quiet stuff until we get to Wednesday. Please do click to subscribe. There it is, right there. And you'll get notified of when we go live on Wednesday. All right, have a good session, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Cheers.